Go ahead and make your way back to your mat. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right. So welcome to class, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. If I haven't got to meet you yet, my name is Macy Graham. Today we'll be doing an all levels flow, and the intention is to focus our attention in the present moment on what's going on right here, right now, in our bodies, in our minds, and to meet ourselves where we're at. In yoga, there's this saying, or they call it a sutra, and the sutra means for yoga to help us stop the spinnings of the mind. And I'm sure we can all relate to thoughts and emotions and feelings spinning around in our mind and causing almost a stress response of the to-do list and the things that we need to do, and constantly pulling ourselves out of the present moment. And so yoga and breathing and moving our body helps us focus our attention inward and to stop those spinnings of the mind, to meet ourselves in the present moment. So that's the intention and goal for today. And we'll start in a comfortable seat. Go ahead and close the eyes down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep breath out the nose. And allow your breath to help you connect and focus inward. And allow your belly and your rib cage to expand and collapse. And if you notice other thoughts coming up, because they will, simply bring yourself back to your breath. You can even say inhale to yourself as you inhale. And exhale to yourself as you exhale. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale fully. Exhale to the bottom. Sip the air into the top. Sip the air out to the bottom. One more time, fill yourself up. And empty out. Slowly open your eyes. On the inhale, reach your arms up from your seat. Then exhale, stretch over to your right side. Breathing into the side ribs. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, come back to center. Reach your arms up. And exhale, switch sides, stretching over to the left. As you stretch, feel grounded through your sit bones. And inhale, reach both arms high again, look up. And then exhale, in your seat, interlace fingertips behind the back, Open the chest. We'll inhale. And then exhale, bow forward. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And slowly come up. And imagine pressing 2 walls away, flexing the wrists, spreading the fingertips. And then bring your right arm up and drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, stretching the neck. And you can adjust your gaze, looking down, or even looking up. Notice where you feel tension in the neck and release. Bring your head back to center, press the 2 walls away again. And then exhale, switch sides. Create some space through the neck and shoulders. Bring your head back to center. Press the 2 walls away. Look up and open the heart. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, curl, create a big circle and round the spine. Exhale the air out. Inhale, open, pressing the walls, open the heart. Exhale, empty out. Few more times with your breath. Stay with the sensations. You can even close your eyes. Exhale. And then bring your hands back to your lap. Sit tall through the spine. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We'll move into a tabletop position on hands and knees. And move your hips back towards your heels. On the inhale, come back up, drop the belly, look up to the sky. Exhale, scoop into your cat pose and move the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, up, open the belly. Exhale, scoop and press into the low back. A few more times with your breath. And add some little movement side to side. Shifting the weight of the hips, right to left. And then come back to a neutral spine. We'll reach the right leg back and reach the left arm forward. Roll the ankle, roll the wrist. And then reach long again, inhale. Exhale, curl. Maybe you can even hug the right knee with the left hand. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. 3 more rounds. Then lower the left hand, extend the right leg back behind you again. Move the right toes all the way over to the left side off of your mat. And then start to reach your arms forward and to the left. Come back to center, release the right leg, and we'll switch sides. Extend the left leg back behind you. Reach the right arm forward. Roll the ankle, roll the wrists. Crunch the toes, and then reach long again. Inhale. Exhale, curl in. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more rounds. Focus on your breath and the way that the movement feels in the body. I would finish with a reach long. Then lower the right hand and extend your left toes off to the right. Hands can move off to the right as well. Or you can also just look off over the right shoulder and breathe into your left side body. Bring that left leg back to center and release it down. Tuck all 10 toes. Spread your fingers wide at the top of your mat. And press up to a downward facing dog. Stretch the full back side of the body. And breathe into your calves, your hamstrings, your spine. Actively press the heels down as you lift the sit bones up. And then use your head as an 8-pound weight to help decompress the vertebrae. Inhale fully. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, rock forward to a plank. Stack the shoulders over your wrists and gaze forward. Broaden the collarbone and engage your quads along with your core and your shoulders, pressing the mat away. And it's okay if you need to lower to the knees here. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, bend into your elbows and come all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, press tops of the feet down. In the inhale, peel your chest up as you press your pubic bone down into the earth. Take a deep breath into your heart. And then exhale, touch your forehead down to the earth. Inhale, press and lift. Cobra pose. Exhale. Last one, inhale, hold at the top. Get lighter in your hands. Maybe you can hover the hands. Maybe you can start to hover the feet, reaching the legs long back behind you. Keep the hands under the shoulders or airplane the arms back. Take a deep breath in, lift a little higher, and then exhale, hands back under the shoulders, roll up and over the knees, stretch the low back. Move back into downward facing dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And then from here, look forward and step your right foot in between the hands. You might need to take a couple steps there. Use your fingertips, or if you have blocks at home, you can grab your blocks. And we'll just pulse the hips. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend. A few more times. As you straighten, you can look in towards the knee. And as you bend, look forward to lengthen the spine. Then lower your back knee down and slowly move your hands up to your front thigh for low lunge stretch. Move the hips forward in space. You can do a couple pulses forward and back. And then let's keep the right hand on the thigh. We're going to reach left arm up and over. And stay with the sensation of the stretch. Into your left belly, left quad. And slowly release, hands down, top of the mat. Step back for your downward facing dog again. Take a deep breath. And look forward. And step your left foot forward in between the hands. Up to the fingertips again. On the inhale, straighten the knee, look in. Exhale, bend the knee, gaze forward. A few more times with your breath. Then lower the back knee. Squeeze the inner thighs as you move hands up to the top thigh. And pulse forward and back a few times. Keep left hand on your thigh. Reach right arm out by your side and then over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, hands back down. Step up and back, downward facing dog. Press the heels down as you melt your chest back towards your thighs. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then lift your heels high. Bend your knees to a hover and look forward. Hold for a few breaths. Feel this strength. And then slowly walk to the top of your mat. Feet hip-width distance apart. And fold forward. Head is heavy, spine is long. You can bend and straighten the knees a couple times. Shake out the head. And focus on how this pose really feels. How is it serving you? Bend the knees, curl the spine up to standing. Reach the arms out and up overhead. Look up. And exhale, drop your right arm down, reach your left arm up and over. Imagine creating space in your left side body. Then inhale, reach back up to center, look up. And exhale, switch sides. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. this time. Lengthen the spine, the back of your neck. And you can even stretch the neck here, shoulder to shoulder. And then press the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen out the top of the head, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, fingertips down to the back, or down to the mat. We'll step the right foot back. And slowly bring the hands up to the front thigh. Peel the chest up. And reach the arms for crescent lunge. Good, inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand down to your thigh. Reach right arm up and over to the left. Feel that stretch through your right side belly. And then inhale, both arms up again. Exhale, lean forward with a long spine. Keep the arms reaching up, biceps by the ears. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, airplane the arms back, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down, top of the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees all the way down to the mat. Look forward to the top of your mat and curl yourself forward, lowering to the belly. And then inhale, lift up for your cobra. Exhale, tap the forehead down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold. Option to start to hover the legs. Airplane the arms. And get strong through the belly. Strengthening the back side of the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands back under the shoulders. Press up over the knees, stretch the low back. Move back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And look forward, step your right foot forward in between your hands. It may take a couple steps, and that's okay. Bring your hands up to the front thigh, peel the chest up. And find balance in crescent lunge. Return to your breath, in and out of the nose. Then drop your left hand to the front thigh, or right hand to the front thigh. Reach left arm up and over. And stay rooted through your feet and your legs as you side stretch. Inhale. And exhale, arms back up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lean forward with a long spine, hinging from the hips. Create this long line of energy from your fingertips to your back heel. We'll inhale. Exhale, airplane the arms back. Squeeze the shoulders. And standing poses are so beneficial for us, especially if we've been seated most of the day. Reminds us that we're strong and grounded. Bring the hands to the top of the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Should feel like a resting pose. Inhale, lift the heels. Lower the knees down. Look forward. Peel yourself down onto your belly. Inhale, lift cobra. Exhale, tap the forehead down. 2 more times. Be gentle. Can you soften in your poses a little bit? And press up and over the knees. Have the knees go wide for child's pose. And we'll reach the arms over to the right for a side body stretch. And as you reach to the right, move your hips and your weight to the left. And then walk hands over to the left and shimmy your hips and your weight to the right. Go ahead and then come back to center and move into your downward facing dog again. And take a deep inhale and exhale. And look forward, step your left foot forward. You want to go a little bit wider with your stance this time for warrior one. Plant your back heel down. And on the inhale, reach the arms up. So feel that stretch in your back calf as you press the heel down. And then tone the belly. Reach through the arms. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lean forward just like we did in crescent lunge. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, airplane the arms back. Good. This time, bring your right hand down to the mat. You can either use your fingertips or you can place the hand all the way down. Keep your feet as they are and then reach your left arm up for a twist. Now see if you can pull your left hip towards the back of the mat a little bit more. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then swing your arms back up to standing warrior one. And release the arms, take a big step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, pause. Exhale, feel. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, plant the heel down. Bend into your right knee. We'll move into warrior one on the other side. Take a deep breath in, start to hinge forward, that long spine. Exhale, airplane the arms back. Left hand down to the mat, either with your fingertips or plant the hand. Look to the right and reach your right arm up. It may feel a little awkward with the back heel down, but it's good to play in some different shapes. Challenges the mind and the body. Breathe here. Then swing the arms back up, warrior one. Exhale. One big step forward. Inhale, breathe it in. Exhale, ground your energy down. Then moving into tree pose for some balance. Shift weight into your left leg and bring your right foot to either a kickstand, to the calf, or up to the inner thigh. Squeeze your foot onto your leg back into your foot, and grow tall through your trunk, through the torso, the top of the head. And feel your ears pull back in space so they're over your shoulders. A little tuck of the chin. Option to reach the arms, look up to challenge your balance. Balance is a sure way to make us focus on what's going on right now. Because if we don't, there's a good chance we'll fall out of it. Exhale, release this side. Shake it out, and then switch sides. Once you feel grounded, maybe you can reach the arms up. Inhale. And exhale, release this side. And pause for a breath. An equal standing pose or mountain pose. Moving into either quad stretch or dancer. And I should mention for these balancing poses, if you'd like to come off of your mat and use a wall or a chair to hold onto, you definitely can. Dancer pose, we reach back for the right foot with our right hand. Traditionally, it's on the inside of the foot, so you can open the right shoulder as well. Next step would be to reach the left arm. And then the final step would be to kick that foot back into the hand. Finding a point to gaze on the floor will help with your balance and also with your focus, keeping you here in the present moment, in the pose, with your breath. Release this side. Take a breath to recenter. And right away, feel your weight shift into the right leg before we lift the left foot and grab with the left hand. You can kick back when you're ready. Slowly release this side. And back to center. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Then inhale, reach up, look up. On the exhale, we'll fold forward again. So if you need to step back to the top of your mat, you can. Fold your torso into the thighs, let your head hang heavy. And moving on, not holding on to anything that happened in balancing poses. Find a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, plant your fingertips down. And take a step back with your right foot, turn the heel down, and bend into your left knee. Windmill your arms up for warrior two. You can pulse a few times in that left knee. Now I'm going to challenge you today with a 5-breath hold. Practicing Ujjayi breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the nose, down the throat. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, come up to star pose, heels in, toes out, look up. And then exhale, bend into both of your knees. And bring hands to heart center. Do a little rock side to side. May hear some clicks in the hips. Come back to center. Give me a little pulse. Up and down. Nice job. Inhale, straighten the legs, turn your toes forward. Bring your hands to the low back, open the chest, and look up for a few breaths. Opening the heart, we'll take a deep breath in. Then exhale, hinge the hips, and bow forward. Ah. Big sigh of relief, let it go. Another opportunity to shake the head out, release tension. Then bring your fingertips to the floor and bend into your right knee and walk over to the right side. And if this is too low, come up to your thigh, your upper thigh. And then walk yourself over to the other side, bend into the left knee. Nice job. Come back to center. And then start to turn to the top of your mat with your feet, with your hands. Step back for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, lower your knees down. Look forward, slide down to your belly. Inhale, lift up, just one cobra this time. Maybe it's a high cobra. Exhale, release, touch the forehead down. Press up and over the knees, back to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Look forward, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Plant your left heel down and windmill your arms up for warrior two on the other side. You can pulse into the right knee. And then we'll do that 5-count challenge Ujjayi breath. Feel the strength of a warrior here as you engage your leg muscles. Reach the arms and stay focused on your breath through the challenge. It's oftentimes harder to be still than it is to move. Nice job. Inhale. Star pose, heels in, toes out. I'm going to face you. Exhale, come back into horse pose, bend the knees. Bring hands onto the thighs. Lean forward and then exhale, twist through the spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. You may even get a few pops out of it, which is good because we can't really go to the chiropractor right now. Come back to center. Straighten the legs. Move your feet in just a little bit. Hands to the low back. Inhale, open the heart, look up. Exhale, bow forward. And then this time, see if you can lift your big toe mound, so the inner sides of your feet, and press down into the pinky edges of your feet. Stretch your outer calves and hamstrings. And imagine a big space opening up through the low back. Then place your feet down. Walk yourself to the top of the mat. Step back for downward facing dog. We'll take our last flow here. Lower to the knees. Rock forward. Cobra pose. Maybe high cobra if it feels good. Exhale, release. Press back for child's pose. Knees wide, toes touching. Rest the forehead down. Take 3 deep breaths. And then lift your head. You can fold your mat over for a little extra padding. We're going to bring our knees onto the extra padding. And I'm going to give you a couple of different options here. So one is camel pose. Tucking the toes under, you can lift the hips. Bring the hands to the low back like we did standing. And just work on length through the spine. If you're comfortable, you can reach back for the heels there. You could also work on a reclined hero pose, where your butt sneaks in between your feet and you gently lean back to stretch into your quads. So this is only an option if your knees will allow you to. Both options, I want you to try to look up and focus on expanding your heart or your chest. We're opening through the front body. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly come up and out of whichever pose you decided for. And undo your mat. And we'll swing the legs forward. Nice job. Let's start in butterfly pose here. So feet together, knees wide. Inhale, lengthen the chest, the spine. Exhale, bow forward. a chance to focus on your hips. Send your breath into your hip creases. And imagine that the stretch is allowing you to release whatever it is that you need to let go of. Slowly come up. And we'll actually extend the legs out into a split from here. And if you need the knees to be bent, that's okay. If you feel really collapsed in your chest here, I want you to bring hands back behind you and just sit tall here, close the eyes, focus on your breathing. If you feel like you can sit tall, move your hands out in front of you and lean forward as you keep the feet flexed, toes pulling up to the sky. And continue to breathe into your hips and into your inner thighs. Three more breaths. Walk yourself back up, grab behind your knees and help your legs come in. And then take a moment just to give yourself a hug. And you can rest your eye sockets on your kneecaps. And breathe into the back side of your heart in between the shoulder blades. Then make sure you have enough room behind you. And slowly roll the spine all the way down. Laying flat on the back. Tug both knees into the chest. And do a little rock side to side. You can draw circles on the sacrum. And then bring your feet down to the mat. Have your arms down by your sides. Doing a little bit of abdominal work. We'll take a breath in. Only exhale, lift your head and shoulders and reach your arms towards your ankles. And lower back down, breath in. Exhale, curl up. Good, let's do 8 more. Really press the low back down into the mat. And maybe you can hold for an extra second at the top to really feel your abs working. All right, last one, let's hold up for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Release down. Have your feet go as wide as your mat. Reach your arms out to T. Take a deep breath in and let your knees fall over to the right. And actively press your knees down towards the earth. And breathe into your left quad. We'll inhale. And exhale. And pull up to center. And then switch sides, knees to the left. Press the knees down. Breathe into your right quad and hip flexor. Deep breath in and out. Pull the legs back to center. Move your feet and hip width distance apart. Bring your arms back down by your sides for bridge pose. Pelvic tilt, curl the spine up. And hold at the top. Again, a 5-count challenge. Ujjayi breath. You can count to yourself. Stay active, keep lifting. Now after your 5th exhale, roll the hips down. Hug the knees into the chest. And then a couple different options. We're finishing rounding class out. So if you'd like to just bring legs up the wall, this is a really nice inversion to do on a daily basis to help drain some of that stress out of the legs. I can already start to feel my legs cooling down. You're welcome to stay here, or if you want to use a little momentum and lift up to a shoulder stand, you can lift your hips up and have your hands to the low back for some support. And let's do another 5-count breath. Every exhale, count to yourself. Staying focused on the present moment and how you're feeling, the sensations that arise. And take your time, lower back down. Take any last stretches that you may need. And we'll finish laying flat on the back. Palms facing up, toes flopping out to the sides. And close the eyes down. And allow the physical body to rest. And mindfulness is present moment awareness. And we create our realities by what we focus on. So maybe today you can focus on joy. You can focus on gratitude. You can focus on peace. Take your time in Shavasana. When you're ready, you can start taking some deeper breaths and moving the fingertips and the toes. And I'll leave you with this little saying in the little book of mindfulness. We think we cannot bring about world peace, but think of this. Each person creating peace in themselves and with those around them can only eventually bring about peace in the world. Be mindful of practicing peace wherever and whenever you can. We'll finish with one breath together. Exhale the air out. And inhale. And exhale. Namaste. Thank you for coming to class today. It's an honor guiding you.